I'm gonna go with LSU. Yep, LSU. Why not? I don't mind. Actually, LSU is not bad, actually.
With this team's starting quarterback out, they're
yeah, that's why I chose LSU. LSU.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, get in the field, and throw.
He's pretty good, actually. He's not that bad. He's better than the other quarterbacks.
And that's what's gonna keep them in this game.
Oh, look, we're playing in the snow.
Scan and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Snake? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Does not say something right there. What happened to that trust?
Coach, you wanted to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington...
What?
...one recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees...
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, lovely. I got some competition now for the quarterback spot.
For this long.
No.
Why are you coming to the regular season?
5-star recruit. Why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play you?
Because he's got something to prove. To who? To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough. He's got to prove it to those guys.
Yeah, take this.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, the second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it.
So wait, so basically you're playing as a quarterback instead of a wide receiver now.
Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo. You was sweet. I did. Yes. Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there. This is for players and coaches only.
What? Wait, I can't play for LSU? What? It won't let me choose it. I can either play Clemson, Florida, Florida State. Oh, never mind. So who the hell should I face then? So which one would be better, Florida State or Florida? Alright.
I'm here to play Florida.
What?
The Gators, yeah.
You? Okay.
I know.
What's your name?
I'm not putting my real last names, so. I don't know who to put. I'm not putting Manning. Nobody would go with my last name. No. No. There's no quarterback with... There's nobody with mine, though. No. I'm not picking Tom Brady. No. Ew, no. Ew, no. No. I don't like that, no. Ew, no. Ew, no. Oh God, no. Becca? No. He's not a quarterback. You know what? Let's go with Gurley.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, but,
You never... Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right? So, we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Well, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? I like to get the ball out quick. Get into my receiver's hands. Let them do the rest.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How would my teammates describe me?
Yeah, were you
team
intense,
player.
cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester?
My teammates. As we go about the week, I want to make sure everyone's prepared and ready to do their job when we come there for game day.
So a real team first, team player guy.
Yeah, sure, you could say that.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. I got you.
All right.
What do you mean his leg like a bitch? I don't know.
Stick to the oar. Ready? Set, go. You go, set. Go. Now.
Stupid freaking internet's garbage.
Ready, break. Fire. Go, go. 18 Gator. Ready, ready. Down. 70, Indy. Hit it. Ready, ready. Shoot. Set, ready. 30 base. Leaf River, Leaf River. Go. 60 outlaw.
What? This is hard.
10-2 stop. Set go. Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Come on, set. 18 Gator. Now. Ready, ready. 90 Wolf. 5. Let's go. 15 Lonnie. 55. Ready, ready.
Wow, I'm doing terrible to quarterback.
50, plant. Hit it. Here we go, set. 8, read. Shoot. Here we go. 60 yards. Leaf River, Leaf River.
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
I did terrible on that.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're going to destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
I need to prove to him I can handle this. Maybe playing it safe's the best option.
Look, you don't have to prove anything, especially to him. Dude had you on the bench for 4 years, remember that? You need to wake up.
There's a lot at stake right now for all of us. Even more so for Isaiah, so you don't take what he says personally. You're doing the right thing.
Okay.
All right. Have a good game.
Well, the 2018 college football season has been a wild one, and we are down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in snowy, yes, snowy Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the LSU Tigers.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Here's Reddick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. For the Gators, they are in search of their 4th national title in school history. They lifted the trophy for the first time back in '96.
Yeah,
and then most recently, they were champions in 2006 and again in 2008. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Reddick.
Interception!
And it's intercepted.
Yeah!
Picked off around the 41.
Touchdown! Touchdown!
So make that one drive, one touchdown for the college career of our quarterback.
And we don't have to worry about it, but what if this drive had gone badly? Think about the spiral he could have fell into, the self-doubt, but 0 doubt on that drive, in control right from the start.
The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting ready for their next possession, this Florida Gator offense.
Here we go, Pete. Get off the field.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Oh.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Come on, defense. Let's go.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield.
Oh, another interception!
It's intercepted.
Oh!
Picked off at the 33.
Woo!
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Let's go.
They will let him throw here on the very first play. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A good throw there, but boy, a tough situation for this offense, for this program, really. When you think about it, Marcus Washington, 4-year starter, came as a true freshman to lead this team. He's 3rd all-time in passing yards in school history, 2nd in touchdowns, twice an All-American, a Heisman finalist, all that stuff. Never missed a game in his college career, 53 starts,
right
but now he sits and watches as his understudy for the last 4 years finally gets his shot in the leading role.
Let's go!
Somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did.
And that is caught.
And it's another touchdown.
It's an LSU touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own.
But when
any
you get
coach
drafted,
we've ever talked to, we've had that
game.
conversation prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm still playing the LSU versus Florida.
The Gators
game.
about set to take over again on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense in this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
What?
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Yeah,
Reddick sends to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield.
Come
That's
on,
complete.
defense. Wake
and
up.
Brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On first down.
Good job.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Now we go into the second
Just
quarter.
a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll
What are
be
you doing? Throwing
incomplete.
deep
Well, they took their shot
really?
all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
1st and 10, LSU. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, what?
And
They
that'll
got
be tipped and
intercepted. No.
Picked off right around the 43.
Come on. Really?
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone. That's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance, that can be tough to gauge when you're in the back of the end zone.
Hard not to get an
The Blitz are
interception.
still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 13 yards that time at a 1st. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Get down.
He's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that's going to be caught.
Come
Touchdown,
on.
Florida. Chris Arnold, 27 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense for LSU back out there, ready to go. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback.
And now look at him go. Past the 20.
Touchdown,
he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting ready for their next possession, this Florida Gator offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Come on, defense. Oh, my goodness. Nobody got him.
Touchdown. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The LSU offense about set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. This young quarterback does have a support system of former players and teammates. In fact, he heard from former Tigers like OBJ, Jarvis Landry, Leonard Fournette, Jamal Adams. All have reached out to him on social media in the days leading up to this semifinal. The Tigers of LSU looking for their 4th title in school history. They were champs way back in 1958 and twice in this century so far, 2003 and 2007. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 20-yard point in the semifinal matchup. You've got to be very impressed with the way that he's moved this offense. I mean, they really have not missed a beat from the way that Marcus Washington led them during the regular season. If anything, actually, they might be moving the ball a little bit better. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3.
Touchdown! Let's go!
And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU from 19 yards away. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Gators about set to take over again on offense. They're in a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burke. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
If you want to.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world.
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Yeah, we stopped
And
Florida.
he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th
No, you
down.
can keep going.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. We've hit halftime in Arlington, and it's the LSU Tigers on top.
Basically, I became a legend. No, you can still play.
Okay. Just checking in with you.
Yep.
How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we play. Let's go.
Did a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of wheeze in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates, but you remember you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Joe, did you pick team effort or did you pick team leader?
Hey, Coach. Really good
did.
job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
Let it go.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
I didn't defend myself. I let it go when the
winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense for LSU back out there, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run on first down.
Nope.
Livingston. And this will be good
Watch
for
me get drafted by the Patriots. I will laugh so
nice
hard.
run there, 9 yards, and it'll
Watch
be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want.
And touchdown! It's an LSU touchdown. Alex Randall, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This will be a carry for Clements. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses.
So wait,
the
who did you play in the
incomplete.
championships for
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
You play him again?
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The LSU offense about set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown.
No.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just
and
inside
I got
the 10, back at the 9.
I think that's an example of how the game speed is different than in practice, because in practice, you might not be going full speed. A lot of guys in shorts coming your way, so it's going to be a big key.
And he's going to be
and the upfront's not blocking for me now. What the hell are you guys
so, Brandon,
doing?
we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He'll let it go deep for Streets.
And they got an interception off of me.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And
come on,
down, but not
defense.
before they get it inside the 10 to the 6 there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida.
What? He was out.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
What?
And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Wait, what? Oh, you can't challenge that?
And partner, they
That's
found
stupid.
a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they
Well, I
found
could be a
the
player right
opening
now,
and
so.
exploited it.
Extra point safely through, and that will shave one more off this lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense for LSU back out there, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, Livingston. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. LSU with a 1st and 10. This will be a run with Livingston. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's a 1st and goal, LSU. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter, and he is in the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Jeremiah Livingston with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting ready for their next possession, this Florida Gator offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across mid. Field now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Did they not get injured in freaking college or something?
Make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Yeah. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
One more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll drop the throw. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard.
My God, the Yankees are losing 19-3. What the fuck?
And they're going to face a third down. They'll run with Clements, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Arnold, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The Gators now with a first and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete.
Good job.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me...
And he is in. Touchdown Gators. It's a 3-yard touchdown run.
What?
And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Oh, what?
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On second down now, Livingston. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Deku. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I'm going to take a knee.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Double time. Even. 4 down. Even.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And we beat Florida 42-34.
So on the strength of 3 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the LSU Tigers are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody And I mean nobody expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Purple or pink? I'm gonna go with pink.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink.
Pink, no question. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Yeah, now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches his horn. Silver.
I'd go with Onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
Wait, what?
4 touchdowns.
Oh. Is that okay?
No.
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
Throw 4 touchdown passes? Oh, jeez.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience.
So wait, I have to throw it all the way into the end zone just to get a touchdown?
Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
So wait, I have to throw it all the way to the end zone to get a touchdown?
But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And this, let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do. Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL.
Where'd Joe go?
He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah, sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right, so breathe, take it in, Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Go.
Yeah, yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Miami Hurricanes taking on the LSU Tigers. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken it. This young quarterback leads the Tigers up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick 1st down. But Charles, the success that this quarterback had in the semifinal, how does it translate here? He rifles one that's intercepted.
Shit.
Picked off around the 37. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40.
Damn it.
And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The LSU offense about set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside,
interference. Thank you.
Gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I will accept that.
Aggressive
Thank you.
defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
Oh, the fucking flag. What?
So a lot of opportunities.
Roughing the passer, face net. Let's go.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's...
And that is caught.
There's number one.
It's an LSU touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
I got one Joe so far, but I had an interception in the first half of the game.
The Hurricanes offense set
Miami
to begin
Hurricanes.
their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
Oh, interception! Yeah! Let's go,
near the 42.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First and 10, LSU. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete.
Damn. 40 yards. Come on.
45 yards. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here.
Touchdown number 2.
It's an LSU touchdown.
Number 2.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now for the point after.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy.
On first and 10, Gregory. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll go option on second down right side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Hurricanes, of course, a 3-time national champion back in the 80s, 83, 87, 89. They then added 2 more for good measure in 91 and 2001. But they haven't held that trophy since. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense for LSU back out there, ready to go. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's been active in trying to help those who are going through the same struggles his brother went through. He formed a real bond, in fact, over the summer with one of them, 11-year-old cancer patient Emily Atwood of Centerville, Texas. And we're told that Emily and her father Todd made the 2-hour drive up to Arlington a week ago to watch their semifinal victory and got to spend some time afterwards with the All-American receiver and his new quarterback.
And folks out there should see how Isaiah's face lights up when the discussion turns to the young lady. He calls him, and the inspiration that he takes from her fight. It's really something special to see. He makes a point to call from the locker room after every game, and he says, listen now, She's not afraid to tell me if I do something wrong. She'll critique me in a heartbeat. But it's good to see a young man who wants to give back, one who gets it, and Isaiah Streets certainly gets it.
Emily, too, said to be watching from her hospital room. A surgery scheduled for today, and now she's got a receiver and a quarterback that want her to know that they are thinking of her, and, of course, we're thinking of her as well and wish her all the best.
Absolutely.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10.
Wait, how many touchdowns did I just say I had?
The 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Wait.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Touchdown!
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He had it in his hand.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's...
There we go.
It's an LSU
Number
touchdown.
4.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and LSU adds on to their advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gregory. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing on first down, Gregory.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
To throw again, Gregory. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And he got sacked
from behind and run over. Wow.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they missed the field goal.
There won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He caught it.
Throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Damn it.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on second down. Gregory. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Gregory to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Gregory will look to throw it.
What the heck?
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play?
Come
Made a
on,
nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun on third down, Gregory. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. From the gun, Gregory bringing it in. Jackson left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Well, LSU just 1 half away from a national title. What a story this would be.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
What?
Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Should I agree with the guy? Give him the ball? I guess I'll agree.
Got it.
Hey, you know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
Okay, man.
Damn, so pushy.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
Oh, he should have intercepted
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
Down he goes!
He goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers. Wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written. But what a storybook ending this could turn out to be if they can take care of business in this title bout.
The guy that I'm supposed to get the ball to.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Oh, a free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes to the quarterback,
when I give you the ball, you don't get it.
The play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He got it.
He's got streets.
Goodbye.
Good job, the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. LSU with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is
touchdown!
Streets.
Touchdown!
And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A 14-yard touchdown. And LSU adds on to their advantage. There you go, Charles. Apparently all she had to do was ask. How about that? His 4th touchdown pass in this championship game.
Give her credit for asking. Give him credit for living up to it. And I bet they're both relieved that there won't be another game. She might ask for 8 touchdown passes in that one.
Oh, so that was the 4th one for Streets then. I was supposed to get the Streets one. Okay.
Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, it's Larson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the
ball.
So
I completed the challenge.
Completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Over the middle, complete. It's Simmons. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, 2 more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So that'll back them up 5. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. And he's going to score.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Hurricanes from 13 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Roughing the passer, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for first down. They run the counter. Livingston. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They
need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Yeah, good job.
2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack.
But
that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. They got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Offense. Is 29 more than 40?
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
On first down, Gregory.
Oh, come on.
That is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Gregory. Throw left side complete.
And there's a penalty again. What is this? Roughing the freaking passer. Come on, man.
He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
That is caught.
And they got a touchdown, 23-28.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Benny Jackson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Okay. The LSU offense about set to begin their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down.
Joe Ray got caught.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 23 yards the pickup there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomped it.
No! And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, 2:06 to play. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. In trouble in the box. And he's brought down.
It's a safety. It's a safety.
It's going to be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football.
And there's a penalty on them.
Guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. 1st and 10, LSU. On the ground, Deku. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Why is it so slow now?
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
What?
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Come on.
And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the story changes. Trailing by 5. And time, a huge factor. The drive starts with a completion left side. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's back to throw. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
Yeah, we know.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often
Is it
hard
really?
after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. Hold on. Let me fucking restart this shit.